What's up, fellow YouTubers? It is I, the one and only HeathAve. It is Monday, and I apologize that I didn't do a video last Friday because I was busy, and then I wound up going to a football game for my old high school, seeing all my friends, then went to a party afterwards, and just stayed the night at a friend's house. So yeah, that's pretty much how my Friday was. And anyways, let's continue on to this video. The topic is assholes. And no, I am not talking about anuses, you sickos. I am talking about people that are assholes. More preferably fictional characters, because why would I want to talk about actual people that are assholes? That's not entertaining. While fictional characters are actually entertaining to be assholes. Either to the point that you love them, or either to the point that you hate them. And I'm going to give a few good examples. One of them being from an abridged series, Sword Art Online, that is. And if you don't know what Sword Art Online is, well, it's an anime where you're stuck in a virtual world, where the protagonist is stuck in a virtual world and he can't get out till he beats the game. And an abridged series is basically a parody of an anime done by done for non-profit, basically. And well, I say non-profit, but anyways, I'm getting off track. And the character is Kirito. And if you just watch the abridged series, you see Kirito is a much more interesting character than the actual show, than the actual anime. And the reason for that, because they develop him more. Even though he's a lot more of an asshole, he's an asshole that you love. And by that, I mean, he's just so comedically well written that how can you hate someone that has so many hilarious lines, even if he says something so hurtful to someone, but it's so hilarious for you to laugh at. Like, he talks about one character named Schmidt, and compares him to a landmine, literally saying a landmine handles pressure better than him and kills fewer people. Yeah. Hold it off. Anyways. And people kind of question sometimes, like, how can you love a character that's so terrible? Well, like I was saying, it all depends on how they are written, how their dialogue is, how they present themselves. And Kirito is just someone that you would think you would hate so much if you knew him exactly in real life, but he's a fictional character, mind you, and a very hilarious one at that. Voiced by Yamato SFX, or Matthew J. Cock, his real name. This is just, he presents a very sarcastic and unique voice for Kirito, and it is just downright hysterical. The way he goes on banters, how he presents himself like as if he's so high and mighty against everyone else. Which even reminds me of a very hilarious quote from one of the episodes where he literally said, after he was being attacked by orange players, no wait, they were red players, my bad. And he literally said to them, is like, because they did so much damage to him, but his health just regen automatically, he literally said, and I know I keep on repeating myself, the good news is you don't have to wonder where your God is, because he's right here, and he's fresh out of mercy. Yep, he compared himself to the wrath of God. As asshole as that may be, that line was fucking hilarious. And just all the other banters he goes on about himself is just comedically entertaining. And that's why people love him. And it's like, oh, he's the biggest douchebag, the crown prince of douchebags, but yet you are still rooting for him. While you have other characters in other series that are just complete assholes and you hate them with a passion. And right now I'm trying to think of an example. I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Give me a moment. Okay, I I was just kind of like scrolling through TV and then it's like, oh, I saw Back to the Future on and it reminded me Biff Tannen. Biff Tannen is not a hilarious character at all. I mean, he's downright stupid and maybe some of his failed attempts at making fun of Marty is kind of comedic in a way. It's like the line's like, oh, make like a tree and go away, or instead of saying leave, he said something else silly. And he's just one of those characters you learn to hate. I'm not saying he's a bad character. I mean, he's supposed to be an asshole and a douchebag, so you pretty much got that down pat. You make a character that you really, really dislike because you find them to be just like, I would not want to be in the same room as this person. Then, good job. You got yourself an asshole. And that's why, like, I mean, I can't really think of anyone that would. I mean, of course, some people might actually use the argument that you love to hate this character, and I could see that. I could definitely see that, like, if Biff Tannen, like, you love to hate Biff Tannen because, like, oh, this guy is such an asshole. But you know what? That's why I love him as a character, because you actually grow to hate him. But the same thing could be said for characters that are supposed to be very comedic, like assholes that are supposed to be very comedic. Like, let's say Archer. There are people that would, I mean, of course, there's a lot of people that love him because he's just a hilarious character, but then there's a lot of people that would hate him because, like, oh, I can't really stand this guy. Or, like, oh, the things he does is really stupid, but I love to hate him. It's like, you wouldn't have any other way. You would want the character to stay in that series or whatever because you love to hate him. And that's just kind of how I would say things are. Most of the time, if you want an asshole, you don't make them out to be comedically hilarious. Maybe, I was about to say comedically stupid, but no, that doesn't really sound. For an asshole, you really want to, like, give them a good personality, but by good personality, I mean well developed, but not likable. Although you could use the argument that making them unlikable makes you love. Wait, that makes no sense. Hey, you know what? I'm just going to list one more example, and this is from a comic series that I really love. And it is one of the main characters, Skinner Sweet, the first American vampire. And anybody that has not read American Vampire, I highly recommend it. It is a really, really good comic series written by, hold on, I'm moving something, written by Scott Snyder, and the artist is Raphael Albuquerque. Although I might have butchered his last name, but that's how it's spelled, so I assume that's how it is. And Skinner Sweet, he does so many despicable things. He killed off favorite characters as well, like some loved characters, and it's like, I can't believe it. This guy is an asshole. But here's the thing, it's like he's one of the main driving forces and you just love to hate him. As crazy as it sounds. He's very despicable. He has a very unique personality, unique appearance about him. And this is what makes him such a great character. When it comes to fictional characters that as assholes, sometimes they have to do the most despicable things but have a very good reason, or mentally good reason, why they're doing these things. Like, some people might say they hate the Joker, or they love to hate him, because it's just this psychotic madman that all he's trying to do is push Batman over the edge. These are characters that you love to hate, and then there's characters that you just love no matter what. Like I was saying, like Kirito, Archer, Alucard from the Helsing Ultimate Abridged. Just the lines that are sometimes it's just like, oh my god, how do these guys come up with some of these lines? Like whenever he first meets Alexander Anderson or whatever his name was, the dude with the cross and the glasses. He's like, oh my, if it isn't the Catholic Church. And what's this? No little Timmy glued to your crotch. Progress. Just all the lines that can be written helps further develop if this is a character that is meant to be loved or meant to be hated or even love to be hated. And I know this sounds like a silly idea for a video, but I thought it would be an interesting little entertainment value. And, this video is actually running on for a longer time than some of my other ones. And I think that's about it. This is HeathAve signing off.